Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your one and only Alpha. Today I'm going to tell you another inspiring story about how sometimes uncertainties can make a person stronger and courageous. But before anything else, if you like hearing strong and inspiring real life story, you should definitely subscribe to my channel. I will upload new stories 3 times each week to keep us all inspired. Alright, so what are we waiting for? Let's dive in with our story of the day. Mary Waruguru is a community health worker in Solai. Solai is a small town in Nakuru County, Kenya. Mary is also the co-founder of LeCheila Africa. It is a non-profit organization that runs a private clinic for mentally and disabled children. It all started in May 8, 2018. It's only been 5 weeks since they started operating the clinic. Mary decided she's gonna stay a little bit longer at the clinic to help out the doctors. But something unusual happened that day. Around 7:30 p.m. that night, she heard this loud sound. It's like a massive blast, followed by a weird noise, as if there's a rush of water, almost like a flood. Mary wondered, it's not raining that day, how is it even possible? So out of curiosity, she stepped outside the clinic to inspect her surrounding. And then she notices a group of panicked people gathered together. They were women and children. They all looked terrified. A couple of minutes afterwards, crowds started getting bigger and bigger. They all looked so terrified, with their children clutched on their backs. That moment, Mary realized something had happened. The Patel Dam, which was located a couple of miles in Solai, which is northwest of Nairobi, Kenya, had burst, sweeping houses in the village and claiming the lives of people. Even the doctors at the clinic started running away to seek for safety. And then women and children rushing to the clinic to seek for refuge. Mary stayed at the clinic. She didn't want to go anywhere because there are children and women. A couple of minutes afterwards, a police car arrived with its first survivor. And it's a 1-month-old baby boy. Inside the vehicle was the baby's mother, who was left unconscious after being swept away by the waters. The police officer handed over the baby to Mary. And as Mary holding the baby, she notices that the baby's body is covered in murky water and mud, and it's lifeless. She was shaking her head. She was confused and shocked at the same time. Mary thought to herself, I did not want to see any mother lose their child that day. She had to recall her first aid training from Red Cross Kenya, almost 20 years ago when she did take this training. During that time, it was so dark at the clinic. The electric lines were swept away by the waters, leaving the whole village in pitch black. One of the local women was with her at that time. She used her cell phone as a light for Mary as she was trying to resuscitate the baby. That moment, Mary realizes that it will be easier for her to clear the airways of the baby. So she asked the lady to boil some water for her and to gather all the blankets that she could. She wrapped the baby in a duvet and then she held the baby close to her chest. As Mary gently tapped the back of the baby burped. And murky water came out of the mouth of the baby. Baby started breathing again. At that moment, Mary felt such a relief. She sighed and thanked God for the relief that she was able to save the life of the baby. That joy, that happiness that she was able to save the baby has given her confidence again. And then afterwards, another police car pulled over, bringing in 3 more children. The children's bodies were covered with mud and water. Once again, she did her thing, as if somebody's guiding her the whole time. She cleaned the body of the children and she wrapped them in blanket, and then she tried to do what she could. Mary stayed at the clinic for the whole night, and she was able to serve and tend 20 children. And then shortly after, 10 more adults were brought in at the clinic. Mary single-handedly tended all of the survivors by herself. Shortly afterwards, there were also villagers who came in to help, followed by the doctors to offer their assistance to help out the survivors. The Patel Dam Tragedy has claimed the lives of more than 45 people, but Mary saved more than 30 lives. 2 weeks after the disaster, there was a mass for the victims. Communities gathered all together, and the event was attended by high-end politicians. She received a very distinguished award. For Mary, she doesn't consider herself as the only hero that day because she knows that other people have risked their lives as well to help out their fellow men. According to Mary, she knows what's poverty like, illness, unemployment. She's no stranger to suffering. At the age of 18, she became the breadwinner of her family to take care of her dad and her siblings. It wasn't easy for Mary as well. And this is one of the reasons why she co-founded an organization called LeCheila Africa, where its core mission is to serve, to help, and to make a difference to the lives of people, especially the young children. Why did I want to share this story? Oftentimes, the majority of us are caught up on the negativity of complaining of so many things in their lives, for what they have not achieved, for all the things that they wish they had. The list could go on and on. We complain more than count our blessings, even if it is the simple things, but sometimes it's the most important things that we should be thankful for. Mary's life wasn't easy, but that didn't stop her to serve others, to help others who are in need. This story serves a very valuable lesson that sometimes, in times of uncertainties, or in this case calamities, we need to be strong and courageous to face life's adversities, because this is our only option. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, show some love to the like button below. Let me know your thoughts or comments about this episode. And if you like to contact me or suggest a story, my information will be onto the description. Thank you so much for your time. So once again, until next time, bye for now.